539 meters. Now we are studying the strategy to stalk them. Sono due Kudu a 539 metri. Adesso cercheremo di studiare una strategia per avvicinarli. The wind is completely at his favor, so he has the advantage of the wind, so we have to study a possible route. They are in a position that they have a strong advantage for the sight and for the smell, but now the wind is a little bit changing now, so we are waiting that he takes his course, his regular course, and then we will see what we can do. Now we try to descend from our side of the canyon, just to see if we can reach the 250-300 meters of a shooting range. They have spotted us, so they are moving. Ci hanno visti. Adesso se ne stanno andando nell'altra valle. È incredibile come possano vedere a 500 metri. It's unbelievable how can spot you at 570 meters. have seen a group of Blesbok at the top of the hill. They are at about 370 meters, so now we are trying to stalk them. We have a very bad wind, but we will try to do the best we can. Andiamo. Adesso ne vedo un sacco. Sì, sono tutti maschi ora. 1, 2, 3. Esatto. E c'è uno con la testa, adesso si è alzato. Aveva la testa bassa. Esatto, ora ce n'è uno che mangia, si vede. Esatto. Sono lì. Non sono scappato. Lo vedi? Avanti a te. Lì davanti a te. Ah, no, sì. Ti do la distanza. Aspetta. No, Marciano. C'è il ramo, appunto. Vieni vicino a me. Senti sicuro, spara. Aspetta. No, non aspetta. Non aspettare. Tiro? Sì. Bella botta. Bravissimo. Vieni, andiamo. Ricarica. Here it is, our Blesbok. Bravo.
Grazie. Stato
Nice shot.
un bel avvicinamento. Un bel colpo.
Nice shot. This afternoon we decided to go to a blind because it was rainy, foggy, very windy, and we spotted some zebra, some impalas, and also a warthog, but the wind was very bad for us. So at just 5 o'clock we spotted a large group of Blesbok. There were some 3 good males amongst some females and other smaller animals. So we decided to jump down the blind and stalk them. They were at 340 meters more or less. The wind was on the back, so we had to take a large detour. And finally we were able to have a clean shot between some trees, and the animal dropped on its track. So everything is going very well with this new Sabatti Mercury new rover. I'm very happy, and let's continue the safari. Dear Wild Hunters friends, welcome back to the sum up of our second day of hunting here at the Grace Gift Lodge for the test of the new Rover Classic Hunter Pro by Sabatti Mercury in 300 Winchester Magnum. Okay, this is one of the most difficult days that I have experienced here at the Grace Gift Lodge for two reasons. First of all, during the morning we spotted some interesting Kudus. First a couple with a very big male, with a female. We tried to stalk it, but it was impossible to find it again because we have to, due to the worst wind conditions, we have to make a large detour in order to reach the valley, the small valley where the two animals were. Unfortunately, they spotted us and they immediately went on the alarm mode, and we weren't able to find them. So we decided to give it a try in a small valley that was behind the valley where we first spotted them. And what's happened is that we found a troop of baboons, and they made a mess. When they spotted us, they started crying and making alarm everywhere. And there were two very big bulls and a young bull with them. They suddenly waked up and they ran away. When we spotted them, they were almost near 400 meters, but they were running very hard, and so we couldn't do anything. So just spot them and watch them running out of sight behind a steep hill. We tried to make a large detour to find them, but we knew that it was quite impossible. So after that, we came back at the lodge to take a rest, to make a brunch. And then the second difficulty rised up because a very bad wind started blowing very fast, and the rain came, a light but tight rain. So we decided at that point to go in a blind, just to be out of the wind, because the wind were changing every hour. So we decided to hunt from a blind, and the rain never stopped until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was starting to get dark, but suddenly we spotted, after having spotted some zebra, some impalas, a warthog, but very far, and it was raining very hard, so we could do anything. But when the rain went out, they finished, we spotted a group of Blesbok. There were 3 interesting males at almost 300 meters distance. So we decided, me and my buddy Ferdinando, we decided to give it a try. We had nothing to lose. So we studied the wind direction, and it was a steady wind, but the problem was that the first 150 meters were okay because we had some hide. There was a thick bush, so we could walk at a steady pace. So there was no problem in the first stock phase. But after that, when we reached the group, I rangefinder at almost 160 meters. It was very difficult because we had a strong wind at our back, so we had few seconds to study something to do. So I decided to move a little bit on the right, even if there was thick bush. And at the beginning I was very frustrated because I couldn't find a tunnel, a straight way to shoot, and it was very difficult to spot the animals. And most of the animals probably smelled at us and they ran away. But suddenly I spot a small, a very little Blesbok, and behind there was a nice male who was a little bit confused. Maybe he smelled something, but it was not sure, and he was looking around, and he gave us some time to react. And Ferdinando asked me to what he had to do, because the animal was facing us, so it was not in the right position. But since the distance of shooting was only 120 meters, I strongly suggested him to shoot, to take his time and shoot. And he has taken a very beautiful shot just in the chest, in the heart area, and the animal dropped on its tracks. And at that time it was raining a lot, and so it was difficult to make a good video. But anyway, we did it the best we could to accomplish this final very good hunting action. And we were very happy for our 3 products. Everything worked perfectly with our new Sabatti Rover, the classic Hunter Pro, and the Yukon Jaeger scope and the ammunition. They did a great job, even if the conditions were very bad. But anyway, Ferdinando has taken a very good shot, so everything worked perfectly. So what we can expect for tomorrow? Tomorrow will be a very difficult day like today. We expect some wind, some rain, so we will see what we can do. If the rain is not too much, we will give it a try for Kudu in the morning, and then in the afternoon we know that it will rain a little bit more, so we will do what we have done in the afternoon today. We will go to a blind just to stay out of the wind and the bad weather and the rain. And tomorrow morning, the protocol is that. We don't know what will happen. Maybe we can do it, or maybe we will decide to go to another blind and see what we can do. But tomorrow it will be the last bad day of weather, because we expect to have other 3 days of very good weather, sunny days, very hot. So for the video footage will be a nicer condition, and also for long range shooting will be better, because you know when it's raining and a windy day, rainy day, you cannot take long shots, because it's not the right condition to, maybe you wound an animal, you don't want to do that, so it's better to wait better days weather. Okay, thank you very much for the attention. So tomorrow you will see me and Ferdinando on action again. We will try to do our best. See you tomorrow.
Abbiamo visto diversi animali sotto nella valle, adesso la stiamo discendendo. Abbiamo visto un grosso facocero, un Kudu e un branchetto di Hartebeest. Adesso cerchiamo di scendere nella valle e trovare un posto dove magari avere un buon tiro. 250, 250.
Ja, sit.
Bravo. Bravo.
Excellent shot. It looked like it shot a little bit back, but it's it. You could see, boom.
Here it is, the Kudu bull. Very nice action, guys. Nice shot. We are very satisfied. Today was a very tough day for us, rainy, windy, and this morning we have spotted a lot of animals, but we couldn't have a nice shot. But in the afternoon, my buddy Ferdinando had a nice shot at 276 meters. I will get back with you very soon at the lodge because it's very windy and I know that the audio is not very good, so I prefer to talk with a little bit we just cool down a little bit and we have better condition to tell you what's happened during this fantastic afternoon, as you can see. Okay, see you very soon at the lodge. Dear Wild Hunters friends, welcome back to our third night sum up of our safari here at the Grace Gift Lodge in Grahamstown, South Africa. As we mentioned it yesterday night, we expected bad weather today, and to tell you the truth, it was not all that bad, even if it was very windy. So during the morning we went out with a great confidence because there was not too much wind, practically no rain, but the animals were very scared, very scary, and we have seen a lot of animals, lots of kudus, zebras, waterbucks, hartebeest, blue wildebeest, but we will never had to catch them up at a reasonable distance of shooting. We tried a lot, we stalked them very hard. We always started at least from 700 to 800 meters of distance, but we were never be able to have a decent shot. So we had to give up, and during the afternoon the things worsened a lot because it was very rainy and the wind started blowing very hard and more than 25 kilometers per hour, so very strong winds. We had two opportunities. One was to stay in a blind, and the second one was to wait a little bit because the forecasts say that after 3 o'clock the things could be a little bit better, especially for the rainy situation, not for the wind, and that was the case because at 3 o'clock everything, the sun shined a little bit, but it was very windy, and we decided to give it a try. We spotted two big bulls of Kudu with 5-6 female at 1 kilometer and 400 meters more or less. So we take a very large detour, and there for us was just to give it a try, because when there is a distance like that, strong winds, and at least 1 hour of walking to be there, it's a little bit, you have one possibility out of 20. But when we arrived there, we spotted the right place, and the animals were still there, even if they were in thick bush. We spotted some females, so we decided to wait our moment And then suddenly we saw two big bulls and that were running from the bottom of a hill to the top. They probably, because the wind was very strong, and probably after half an hour staying there, they catch up with our smell, so they smelled us, so they ran. They started running at a heavy pace, but Ferdinando was cold enough to follow them. We stayed on the rangefinder just to give him an update on how many meters. And then we cried a lot, and then they stopped. So he was just on top of them, and he decided to shoot to the one on the left. And at the beginning, with the reaction of the animal to the bullet, we thought that it was very well hit, even if at the back, but it was caught on the 3/4. Then we decided to review the video, and from the small monitor of my camera, we were not very happy or very confident like we were at the beginning. Anyhow, we went there, and we found the animal at 50 meters of distance in very bad shape, so Ferdinando gave him a second shot. We don't like to see our animals suffering, so the coupe de grace was something to a must, okay? So we decided to give him a second shot. And the trophy was wonderful, and then we recovered the bullet. I'm going to show you in a very short time. We recovered the bullet, and the bullet entered from the left back leg, and we found it and very close to the between the shoulder and the neck on the opposite side. He has broken the bottom part of the spine, so the animal was in very bad shape and was lying down. So it was a very nice shot, even if we didn't realize that it was so good. But anyway, he has done a very good shot at 276. The last range findings that I made, it was 276, so a very great shot. This trio, the new Sabatti Rover, the Custom Hunter Pro, did a great job. The 300 Winchester Magnum, as you know, is it's a terrible caliber, very fast, very reliable, very accurate, so we are very happy. And we are expecting far better weather on the next 3 days, even if there will be some wind still at between 10 and 15 kilometers per hour, but it's not too much, as 25-30, so it will be just half, and then in the day after tomorrow will come from 7 to 8 kilometers. So we will expect, we are expecting nice weather and at least better condition to go hunting and especially shooting at longer distances, which are the normal standard here. Okay, I make my congratulations to my buddy Ferdinando, and we continue to hunt and to test this trio. Hope to find new good adventure for you. Thank you very much for your attention. See you tomorrow morning on the hunting with the Grace Gift Lodge staff.